Hello guys, this is Space Orbis Gaming here, and today we're going to be trying out a different module, I think is what it was called. So, this does seem to have a campaign. I've checked out the other one, which doesn't seem to have a campaign. It's the Napoleonic one. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect, so let's just get started. And if I like this one better, I'll continue with this one. Okay. But this one seems to be more medieval instead of Viking. Okay, so welcome adventurer to Mount&Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics were usually dominated by the male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a female or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can obtain all the same goals, and in fact may have a much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. Alright, so I'm going to be a female. The reason why I'm going to be a female is because, quite frankly, in a lot of games that allow you to make a decision like this, I like to play as a female. And you might ask, why would I, a male, want to play as a female? Because why the fuck wouldn't I? You know, it's like, I'm a guy. Why would I want to look at a guy? You know, it's like, if I'm going to spend 20 plus hours looking at you, I'm going to look at something I want to look at. And that's a female. So, we're going to be a female. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was an impoverished noble, a traveling merchant, a veteran warrior, a hunter, a nomad, a thief. Okay, Oh, this is a toughie. Well, it is medieval, so things are probably going to be very dangerous. So you might want someone who knows how to fight. But you might also want someone that can hunt and track, and that's a hunter. Royal. We'll go with royal. As a child, your family stabbed out a meager living from your father's wages as a guardsman. It was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly how to defend yourself on the street, with or without a weapon in hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a page at a nobleman's cart, a craftsman's apprentice, a shop assistant, a street urchin, okay. So we learned how to fight on the street. So it wouldn't make sense that such a person would be a page at a nobleman's cart, because why would a nobleman want a woman like that? You know. A smelly, nasty-looking child in his or her cart. I could see maybe as an apprentice, you know, maybe some blacksmith or something saw you fighting, and you know he saw potential in you. He didn't want you to waste your life away, so maybe he brought you into his blacksmith shop and taught you the craft. Maybe that's something. A shop assistant, maybe, you know, same basic principle. You know, he doesn't want you to waste your life, so you know, give you an actual job. I'll go with craftsman's apprentice. As a girl growing out of childhood, you appreciated you apprenticed with a local craftsman to learn a trade. After years of hard work and study under your new master, he promoted you to journeyman and employed you as a fully paid craftswoman for as long as you wish to stay. Then, as a young adult, life changed, as it always does. You became a lady in waiting, I don't know what that is, a university student, a goods peddler, a smith, a game poacher. Why would you, after learning this craft and living your early life as someone who had to learn how to fight on the street, be a lady in waiting? That you wouldn't be that. You could be a goods peddler. You could be a smith. I would be a goods peddler. Though, felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a woman, and the whole world seemed to change around you. Heeding the call of the open road, you traveled from village to village, buying and selling what you could. It was not a rich existence, but you became a master at haggling even the most elders into giving you a good price. Soon you knew you would be well placed to start your own trading empire. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was partial revenge, the loss of a loved one, wanderlust, being forced out of your home, lust for money and power. Lust for money and power. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. Okay. So what will the game's saving policy be? Realistic, no quitting without saving. Allow me to quit without saving. We'll do realistic. Now enter your name and attributes, skill and weapon points. Okay. So we're going to cannot be developed beyond one thought of charisma, personal management, leadership, trade. Alright, so this is what my idea is. I don't want to be someone who fights. That's not something I want. I want to be able to get what I want without having to do that. So that's going to be my stats. Alright, let's see. Every 2 levels of this skill increases starting battle advantage by 1. Okay, improves your running speed. Every day, each hero with this skill adds some experience to every other member of the party whose level is lower than his or hers. Alright, so there we go. Alright, and we'll bump this up here. Alright, now, what am I going to call this person? Well, I'm going to pause this for a bit. Alright, so I've come up with a name. This is kind of the name that I came up with. So if you don't know what this name comes from, I'll explain this to anyone who may not know what this comes from. This is a Final Fantasy 13 reference. It's a mix of two separate characters. So, if you know what those characters are, then you might have an idea. The reason why I came up with this name is very early in the game, the party gets separated, and these two characters are together, right? And they do happen to sleep very close to each other, so that's why. This is just that. Okay. So it's a Final Fantasy 13 reference. If you know who they are, that's why I named it that. Okay. Adjust your character's face, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh no no no. Oh crap no. Okay, so she's very young. Alright, like that. Let's see. Can I like? Oh. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is a nice look. Yeah. Alright, face width. Narrow that. Temple width. Bring that down. Eyebrow shape. Kind of make that look like that. Eye to eye. I don't know what that means. Okay. Eye width. Bring that down. Okay. This should be so much easier if this person wouldn't move. Not like really seeing a difference here. Turn down shape. Like that, I guess. Like that, I guess. Size. There. Mouth and nose. Yeah. We'll put it there. Sunken the no. There we go. We'll put that about there. Oh, did I just move? Okay. Well. Alright, let me look at you. Not bad. Alright. A land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, and glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind to start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about in its kingdom, you join a caravan in the kingdom of Sweden. Join a caravan in the kingdom of, okay, take a ship in the kingdom of the Nords. Take a ship in the kingdom Um, hmm. To be honest, I really don't know. Um, we'll go. We'll join this one. You come by through the heartland, green shoots of wheat, barley, and oats are beginning to push through the dark soil of the rolling hills. And on the lower slopes of the snow-capped mountains, herds of cattle and sheep are grazing on the spring grass. Occasionally, too, you catch sight of one of the great warhouses that are the pride of the nobility. The land here is rich, but also troubled, as the occasional burnt out farm bears witness. You keep a wide berth of the forests where deplorable men have taken refuge, and it is some relief when you crest a ridge and catch sight of the great port, its rooftops made golden by the last rays of the setting sun. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn, and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end. The whip of a blade sliding from its sabbath. Uh-oh. Alright, let's be careful here. Let's just take a look at this. Oh my god. Oh, I got a crossbow. Do I have any other weapon? Oh! I can't remember how to attack. Okay, I admit, however, before you lose consciousness, you hear shouts in the water. You wake to find yourself indoors, weak but alive. Okay, I seriously do need to remember how to fucking fight. Alright, so give me a minute. Okay, so I found out how to defend myself. I wish that, I had known that before. But alas, I now remember how to fight, so. Oh, you're awake. It's good to see that you can still walk. You're lucky that you came along. I had been speaking with the watch when we heard the sounds of a fight and ran to see what was happening. We didn't arrive in time to prevent you getting knocked down, but we may have saved you from getting your throat cut. Now, maybe you can help me. We've always had, in the hills, driven by boundary, by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye out on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of all that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have gotten. He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. Here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with the blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly or you wouldn't be coming to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my everlasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? Oh God, yeah, sure. Sure, I will save you, brother. I feel like I have to sneeze though. That is the most annoying feeling in the world. You feel like you have to sneeze, but you don't sneeze. And it just lasts, it just sits there. You want to sneeze, you know you have that feeling, but the damn thing just doesn't come out. It's the most irritating thing in the world. You won't be able to do this by yourself though. If you try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. Alright, you'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this cost of 100 whatevers. Consider it an advance on your reward. Go out into the villages, use the money to hire some help. I reckon that you need at least 5 to take on these bandits. Very good. I'll go collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here. After you got your group together, then we'll speak about what to do next. Thank you. Now how the fuck do I get out of here? First job. Okay. Well, I'll leave when I'm good and ready. Alright. Let's skedaddle. Okay, let's just check to see what we got. Alright.
You better not be a manhunter.
I'm not afraid of you lot. Fight me if you dare. You have encountered looters. You have won. No. Oh, this is just not my day. After painful days of being dragged about as a prisoner, you find a chance and escape from your captors. Alright, let's see what we got here. You're outside. You see the banner approach the gates and hail the guard. The men on the watch you closely. The guards open the gates for you and allow your party inside. You see the banner. Let's take a walk around the courtyard. Okay, well, this is a very interesting start. Let's just say that. I really didn't expect to be taken prisoner. So, but hey, you know what? This is fine. You know, this is whatever. You know, sometimes you just have to start from nothing and walk your way up. If I was able to field an army and have a castle and strike fear into those who dare oppose me, it just wouldn't be fun. Alright, so let's go to the hall. I straight up do not know where the frick I am. Okay. You are not supposed to talk while on guard, madam. Oh, well, sure. My apologies, my good men. Ah, lady. I say, you don't look familiar. I do not believe I've heard of you before. Can I help you with anything? In your favor? I'm in no need of a champion right now. Mother, okay. Seriously? I do not know you well enough to act on your behalf. I am sorry. I suppose that makes sense. I may or may not have an answer for you. About whom do you wish? Is in the field, and he should be close to the moment. I must beg my leave. Okay, so that literally was less than favorable. Okay, recruit village. Alright, so we need like 5. I got 2. Okay. Do I have any recruits? No one here seems to be willing. Alright, well let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at this place. Whoa, I'm on a horse. Okay. Don't mind me, guys. This isn't a bad place. Hear ye, hear ye. I'm here to ride around, I guess. Oh, Nelly. What can you tell me about the village here? This is the village. Our village and the surrounding lands belongs. We mostly produce pork, chicken, ale, wool, and flax. If you would like to learn more, you can speak with our village elder. He's nearby, right over there. Thank you. Not exactly the nicest of people. That must be the guy there. Alright, Nicholas, you stay there. Alright. You have anything for me? Bandits have driven away all cattle. Our pastures are empty. If we have just a few heads of cattle, we could start to raise a herd again. Well, I don't have the money for that. So, alas, I have no reason to speak with thee. Okay, up we go, and away we go. I wonder if there's like a way that I can check to see how much money I got. Okay, I have about 185 whatever those are. Okay. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's see. The people look well-fed and relatively content. Craftsmen do a thriving business, and some appear to be coming here from other regions to seek their luck. You see the banner. The population is indifferent to you. It is late at night, and honest folk have abandoned the streets. So we'll spend the night here. Let's visit. Let's go to the tavern. Can I sit down and have a bottle of ale? Nah, of course not. The service here sucks. Okay, who are you? Ah, a mercenary. Do you have need of mercenaries, madam? Me and 3 of my mates are looking for a master. We're joint. Whoa, I don't have that kind of money. You're asking for nearly 500 of those. I have like less than 2. Whew. I'll hire one of you though. You will find no better warriors. Yeah, but I'm like poor as a motherfucker. I got like 61. I don't know what. Ransom local. You look like someone who should get to know me. Why is that? I broker ransoms for the poor witches who are captured in those endless wars. Normally I travel between the salt mines and the slave markets on the coast on commission from those whose relatives have gone missing. But if I'm out on my errands of mercy and I come across a fellow dragging around a captive or two, there's no harm in a little investment, is there? And you look like the type who might have a prisoner to sell. What can I get for a prisoner? It varies. I fancy that I have a fine eye for assuming a ransom. There are a dozen little things about a man that would tell you whether he goes to bed hungry or dines each night on soft and goose. The real money, of course, is in the... And if you ever want to do my job, you'll want to learn about every land-owning family. Their estates, their offspring, both lawful and bastard, and of course, their credit with them. Okay. Well, thank you. That is, very interesting. Ah, madam. Let's see here. Have you heard of anyone in this room who might have a job for a woman like myself? Is often looking for mercenaries to fight in his wars. Let me think some more. I've heard has been worried about bandits establishing a hideout in this area. You may want to speak with him. Let's see. Has been asking around for someone who might want work. I'll watch yourself with him, though. You may want to speak with him. There may be other work, of course. Lords and god masters often have other tasks which we don't hear about. Also, the villagers around here frequently need help, although they'll be more likely to pay you with a winch of cheese and goodwill than with cold hard. Alright. I'll keep my ears open for other opportunities. You may want to ask again from time to time. Well, thank you. Okay, so where would I be able to look at my army? Oh! You go, Audie! Alright. Let's see here. Alright. So there I am. I got my 2 recruits here and I got a mercenary. Crossbowman. Okay, so let's move. Can I like move you up? Yep, there you go. Right. Can I camp? You set up camp. What do you want to do? Okay. So now let's see what we can do. Kyoto what? I have nothing. Well, oh, so it's pretty good. Alright, let's see. Oh. Where would be the, whoa. Okay, that's interesting. That's how you do it. Alright, where would the quests be? Alright. Wants you to collect at least 5 men from nearby villages. After you collect these men, find and speak with him. He is in the tavern. Alright, so we literally just have to... Okay. We got 4 people so far. Me. And 3 other people. So let's see. Yes, okay. So I believe that should do us. Alright. Let me just come over here and speak with he. Okay, now where would he be? I think he's in the tavern, I think it said. So maybe you. Alright, let's go up here. Let's see if we can find us a comrade. Because I think it's something like he'd be in here. Oh, they have a window. Can I actually see anything? Eh, not really. Oh, what? I would imagine that isn't what you think it's used for. I think that might be the piss bucket. At least I hope it's not the piss bucket. Okay. Well, would I be able... Ah, it's cute. Alright, after you collect these men, find and speak with him. He's in the tavern, which I believe I'm in. I believe I'm in the tavern. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Splendid walk. You now have hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers entering have told us that there was a small group of wobbles lurking on the outside of town. I suspect that they are all from the same band. I really cannot read this thing. I apologize. The one that took my brother, hunt them down and defeat them, and make them disclose the location of their lair. Why don't you come with us? Because I'm paying you to go take care of it. That's the short answer. The long answer is that I've got some leads to follow up here in town, and I have just as much chance of getting knocked on my head as you. If that's what you're asking, but I respect your question. Now, what do you say? Very well. Okay, what is the thing now? Let's see. Find and defeat a group of bandits lurking near, and learn where your employer's brother has been taken. Okay. How many people do I have, by the way? It's like, I would imagine like around 7 probably by now.
My lord?
We've only pulled farmers from the village. We are taking our produce. There's no reason to attack these farmers. Ah. What do you want? Ha! These prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. You encounter a band of robbers. You have 8 troops fit for battle against their 4. We have the advantage, 2-1. Charge the enemy! Man! Today we liberate a prisoner! Hold your position! You see something? Aye. Come on! Haha! Whoa! Ah! You have encountered, you have 7. Your troops prepare to attack the enemy. Your men fight bravely and defeat the enemy. Your casualties. Nice. Spare me! Spare my life! Let me go! And I'll go far away from here, and on astray, and you'll never hear from me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, and give me your word that you'll stop troubling these people, and you can go. Oh, bless you, my lady. Bless you. You've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout. I'll describe the area nearby in detail, so there's no mistaking it. Good. Alright, well. Um, aside from the fact that I absolutely was a noob in that battle, we did it. We beat them. I need a little bit more practice in battle, but hey, you know what? I think that's the first time I've even been in battle, so that's my excuse. So there you go, guys. That was the first battle we've ever had. And aside from getting our butts handed to us, we managed to save the day. So yeah, until next time, guys. See you later.